It feels good. I feel like we left on a good note after spring ball, and I think we're now here just to build off the spring ball that we had. And coach talks about starting fast, and I think we kind of started on the right foot, and I think we just need to start building off of that after today. I mean, today wasn't perfect by any means, but it was a good start, and we know that, and we'll be able to build off it each and every day we come back into practice.
You guys were here in that 20 to 21 changeover. You had a lot of new guys.
Mm-hmm.
How much did you kind of maybe rely on that in bringing in all these new guys since spring? And what kind of things did you guys do to integrate?
I mean, some of us have been through it before, so we had a better idea how to just come in with open arms, and whoever can help us win is going to help us win, and that's anybody that can help. I'll take anybody. I mean, it's awesome to see the team, and everyone's becoming closer. We work together well, I think, and we're getting closer. We're doing these things during camp that for team building exercises that allow us to get closer with teammates that we might not talk to all the time, like defensive guys with offensive guys and different positions and stuff like that.
Cal, day one, what's something you carried over the summer personally that you've been kind of thinking about, focused on, that's going to carry into the season?
I would just say detail-oriented. Coach Rossi is really big on detail-oriented, and he talks about how if you play detailed, you can make a lot of plays, and I think that's very true. And he showed us on film, and when we were going over defensive schemes and stuff, he showed guys who played very detailed, and it comes up, and you can see it all over the film.
What is that like, making the transition to become more detail-oriented? How was that?
Just taking really good notes in the meetings and making sure you take everything he says and just try to soak everything in. Just try to be a sponge. I mean, we're all learning. It's not first time. We've installed it quite a few times, but trying to pick up on something new every time we go over it. So we've probably covered the same coverages and defenses 3, 4, 5 times, but picking up on something new every time.
Who impresses you in the linebacker room?
I think we have a really good linebacker room. I mean, you could pick your poison. We have a great room, I would say, one of the better rooms. I think JT is a very physical player. He's very good. I think Wayne's a very good player too. He's a good athlete. He's very versatile too. Jordan, same. He's a versatile player. He played on the line. He got up and was a good rusher for us last year too. He's good off the ball too. He can cover. He's good in the box too. I mean, those guys are. We got a good group of guys. I think that anybody can go on the field and produce.
Is it good to have some depth there? You can spread it around a little bit.
For sure. I mean, limiting the workload for a few guys, I'm limiting. I don't know how to say this. Having more guys being able to play makes it easier on everyone else, and then you're saving each other the workload, say in a game, and then you can trust everybody that goes in. They're going to be able to go in and be effective and be efficient in what they do, and I think that's big. I mean, because you don't want to go into a game taking 90 snaps a game. If you could split that up, then just save your body for the long run, because it's a long season, and you get beat up and it happens, and it's a long season. So being healthy is a huge thing.
You seem pretty happy about that.
It's good.
Experience on that.
Yeah, no, I've played in games where I've played 90 some snaps a game, 80 snaps, so it's and it becomes a long season, and you gotta stay healthy, and if you can limit the beating, because I mean it's a physical game, but being able to recover and have other guys be able to go in and be confident that they can get the job done, then we have guys that will step up. So we'll be deep, and I think that's going to be a key thing, is making sure we have depth for depth. I think that's what they want a lot of guys to be able to play.
What has it been like getting to know freshmen like Brady Pretzlaff, pretty highly recruited, coming in?
He's good. He's a good kid. He's exciting. He's growing a lot. He's gotten a lot better since the spring, and he's like a sponge. And he's always got good questions, and he's always paying attention. He's been getting a lot better too. From day one spring till now. I mean, the jumps he's made is crazy. I mean, he's a good player, and I think he's excited. He's excited about all this. So I think it's good to have him around.
Any difference in? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
How has Joe Rossi differed from previous coaching you've received?
I think he's very, very detail oriented, and very intentional on the way he coaches things, and that's to say the biggest difference. When he says something he's coaching it, and he's making drills very, very specific to what we're gonna see and how we need to play it. And he coaches us how he wants us to do things very specifically, so that we can be productive and make plays.
Are there any linebacker techniques that are kind of new, or is tackling, defeating blocks, pass drops?
There's some subtle changes, but I mean it's very similar. There's just some certain techniques, like specifically like talking about hand placement and like how we use our hands maybe versus old stuff. But it's, I mean, there's very fundamental stuff, but just doing it slightly different.
You excited about?
Yeah, I'm excited. It's fun. This is always fun. I mean, we got to get another year of football, so I'm excited about that.
Did you guys just have a big individual weigh-in?
What's up?
Did you have an individual weigh-in after practice?
Yep, after practice.
Did you pass?
Yeah, I passed. I was good.
What were you?
I was 230 on the dot.
Okay.
So
What
it's
were
pretty
you
good.
last year?
I was heavy last year. I was probably 240. So I'm a
Were
little,
you the year before that? You were lighter.
I was later. I was trying to so I got a little too big, and then I was kind of up and down a little bit. So I kind of took the getting bigger to an extreme.
You were trying to be durable by adding that weight, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
More durable.
Yeah, kind of, but I always wanted to be a little bit bigger, and then I think it kind of slowed me down a little bit. So being down 230, 235 in that range, I think is a good weight for me to be at,
So
be able to move faster.
If you're faster, and now it's a one-gapping scheme too, so you're pulling the pin quicker, right?
Yeah, we're a lot more downhill, more aggressive, I would say. But yeah, I feel pretty good right now. Like I said, workload with school has been a lot better, so I feel pretty good.
You've been around here a long time. Obviously, you talk about Zealand and Jordan. They got a lot of team action last year. So your linebacker room, has more continuity than maybe a lot of other positions. Do you guys feel a sense of responsibility to kind of lead the entire defense just because of that continuity?
Yeah, I think our group is a very experienced group. There's a lot of guys who've played a lot of snaps, and I think that we take it upon ourselves to be like the best group on the defense and take charge and everything. And when we meet extra, we do everything in order to be the most prepared, because we got to be able to communicate on the field and be able to get everything executed correctly in order to be successful. And I think Coach Rossi has high standards for that, and he expects us to be the smartest guys on the field. So I mean, that's kind of the way the standard's been set since day one.
What has stood out to you? What has stood out to you about Samaj Bridgman so far?
I think he's a really good athlete. That's what I would say about. He's a really good athlete. I'm not sure exactly what the plan will be for him exactly, but I know he's a very good athlete, and he's very versatile. He'll definitely be very good in space. I think I'm excited to see how he develops and over the time. I'm not sure what year he is. He's younger.
He's a true sophomore.
Yeah, so he's still got time to develop. He's a very good athlete, and I'm excited what the future has to hold for him too.
At other positions, there's a lot of new players, not just freshmen, but new players. We saw some in the spring, and some are just enrolling now. Any new guys catch your eye on either side of the ball that are through the summer workouts or even one day of practice?
Trying to think.
A lot of new defensive tackles and defensive backs. And,
I'm trying to think. I think it's been pretty solid all around. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Man, got me on the
It's all
spot.
right.
Nah.
no one comes
Thinking.
to mind, that's fine.
Yeah,
We'll ask you
I've-
again in a couple weeks.
yeah. I haven't been. I've been kind of focusing on our
Sure.
in the group ourselves. So I'm sure in a couple of weeks or a week or two we'll see some guys really start flying around, especially when the pads come on.
Kelly, you talked about being detail-oriented. When you play 90 snaps a game, I'm sure the details are probably the first thing that go.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
accurate?
yeah. Like that's just at that point it's hard on your body, and it's a mental game too. So I mean, being focused in for that long and that many snaps becomes definitely difficult. And then you can start relying on your practices and techniques and stuff. So I think that being able to play less, being able to rely on other guys to be able to play will be beneficial for the entire game. Being able to focus in more and be very detailed in what we do.
How much faster do you feel right now, and has that impacted your confidence as a linebacker?
I feel pretty normal. I don't know, pretty fast. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
how to
compared
judge
to
that.
last year, but can you talk
Yeah,
about
I'd say probably a little bit faster than last year. I just lighter, so I can able to move a little bit better.
Now that you've been around Jonathan Smith for 7 or 8 months, what have you learned about him? How would you describe him? What's it been like?
I think he's a very straightforward guy. He tells you how it's going to be. He's all about the team. Low ego, high output is his thing. The star of the team is the team, and he preaches it and he means it. And you could see it. But he's just been really good so far for us, and I think that we'll really be good. It'll be really easy to get behind him.
If you guys have stated some of the things that Smith is preaching from the stars of the team and stuff like that. With Michigan State, and you've been at Michigan State where some of the high highs have happened and obviously the low lows of last season. Just what are you guys hoping to prove as a unit this season?
I hope we can just put everything that happened last year behind us, and it's a brand new year, and I have high expectations for the team, and I think we can do a lot of good things this year and surprise a lot of people.
What are you looking to accomplish?
To win every game on our schedule. That's always the goal. I mean, you can't go into any season thinking anything less. I mean, you set yourself up for failure, then that's just bad. That's just bad habits. You gotta shoot. You gotta set yourself up to go win every game on the schedule, and I think that this team could very easily do that. And go ahead.
I was just wondering, did the lead up for this camp differ from previous ones?
Kind of. I think everybody was just kind of getting excited about this season because, I mean, last season was just a bad taste in our mouth, especially for the guys who've been here. And then guys coming in have a lot to prove for themselves, and they want to get out on the field too. So I think everybody's just excited to get back out there and get back to football. I mean, it's the favorite time of the year.
Yeah, is this the deepest linebacker room you think you've been a part of? I'm sorry if you've been asked this already, but just looking at the guys you have brought in and everything with some experience to them.
I would say it's definitely up there. If it isn't, it's definitely up there. I mean, we've had some good linebackers come through here in past years, and I mean, it's definitely one of the most, if not the most, experienced and deepest linebacker room we've had. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the linebackers that we have to play and then play with. So
Who's handling the Mike linebacker most of the time? Is the Mike making the calls and so forth?
yeah, most of the time I would say. I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to, I don't know what the rules are with telling everything,
Okay.
but what do you mean?
Who's the Mike linebacker? I know a lot of you guys have inside linebacker. Does it change from snap to snap formations?
No. So one guy's designated the Mike, and then the other guy's the Will. So that's kind of how we were doing it right now. And I mean, I'm sure it could change, but as of right now, it's specific to, there's guys working as a Mikes and guys working as Wills.
Do you have the helmet communication? Do you use it?
I've had it in the spring, but they have a different system now, and I didn't get any. I didn't get it today. I'm assuming that I'll get it at some point during camp, just to make sure that I get. If for some reason I had to be the one to have it in my helmet, that I'd be able to. It wouldn't be weird, or just getting adjusted to that.
Did you like it?
It was. If it worked, it was cool. It was a different. We didn't have the first one we had wasn't the actual one we're gonna use in a game.
Okay.
So it was kind of hit or miss. So if it was working and you could hear it clearly, it was kind of nice. But then if it wasn't working, it was just it was almost a distraction.
Did it come in like a bad cell phone call?
Right. It was it was in and out. So.
Up in the mountains.
But I'm thinking I couldn't tell, but I'm pretty sure the other thing they have now is much better, and much better. So that's exciting, and it'll be cool. It's a cool thing that they can do now.
I noticed you're not in the video game.
Oh, I know.
Did you opt out or?
Well, I was just late. I just forgot to sign up and kind of thing. But, yeah,
Wish
it's
you
okay.
were, or I mean.
I think with the next update, I'm gonna try to figure something out and get in. But yeah, it's okay.
Do you play it?
I haven't played it.
Oh, okay. So not big deal.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
So JT had the helmet communication today? Or?
Yeah, JT had it in today. JT, I think Jay Hall, and I think Marcellus did. I think those three guys were the ones that they had it. But those were the guys that were getting the calls from the sideline.
What have you noticed from Marcellus so far? 'Cause he's a new guy coming in from Miami.
He's a good athlete. I'm excited for him too. He's still young, and I think he's a true sophomore too. Or I think he was a freshman down at. Yeah, no, he's young and he's still learning. He just got here in the summer, so I'm excited for him, and he's just still developing with everything. So I'm sure he's just gonna get better every day.
With the way last year went, did you sense like sort of an appetite for just something new, anything new, just different from what you guys went through a year ago? Like anything, just kind of
last year was tough. I mean, last year the way everything went was just hard, and it was hard on everyone. I mean, the coaches included, and it was just. I think we knew something was going to have to change after the way the season went last year, and I think, and I'm excited with the change because it's different and something might be scary for some people or weird, but sometimes it's good, and I think as of right now it's been really good for all of us, and I'm excited. We got 30 days for kickoff one, and it's an exciting feeling.
Are you tired of talking about last year?
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, it's in the past. I mean, it happened. It's over. But it is what it is.
What's kept you here through all this? I mean, you came in as a D'Antonio recruit, go through a pandemic and everything else, coaching change and another coaching change. What's kept you here?
I would just say like loyalty to a program. I think I'm not huge into the portal. I mean, if it's for you and if it benefits you to leave, then so be it. That's your decision. But I think staying somewhere and sticking it out. It shows a lot of character, I would say, and I think, like sometimes people leave for the wrong reasons, and then grass isn't always greener on the other side. So, I never really bought into the whole portal thing, and I always felt like I was a Spartan from the day one, and I'm gonna finish as a Spartan.
Anything else for Cal?
Thanks, Kyle.
Appreciate it.